Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video we're going to be taming the brand new Dragon Umbra. So we're going to get straight into it. Now for spawn locations, if you haven't already watched the Lumina one, I suggest going to watch that. I'll leave a pin for it here. So Umbra locations. So we've seen Umbra spawn in the snow, desert and highland biomes, which is where I've encountered most of them. So if you are struggling to find one, I would suggest looking there. So what you're going to want to do once you've found your Umbra, so you may encounter your Umbra flying about. So all you're going to want to do is just wait for him to land, sort of like this. You'll see him, he comes into land, and then so as soon as you get close enough, there is going to be a blue icon like that. So all you're going to do is grapple, and you go straight into a minigame. Now the minigame is no different from Lumina. So you're just going to want to memorize his patterns. So we've got a right, we've got an up. So in this process, you're going to want to fly him up because you can control where he goes. But you're going to want to try and get him as high as possible. This is how I prefer to do it, especially in places like this, because I want him to hit the barrier. So we got a right, and we got another right, and I'll tell you why we want him high in a minute. So we got a right, we got an up, we got a left, and we got a double right. Okay, then on to game two. So similar to Lumina, all you're going to want to do here is, instead of hitting the light projections, you're hitting creatures instead. So no different. It's easier doing this backwards and using the light projection move. It makes it so much easier. Don't worry if you get hit. All it's going to do is take a bit of progression off of the damage you've dealt. So there's no issue there. And we've now come to why we're so high. You've just got to travel a short distance. Now, I like to be as high as possible. There's going to be a bit of lag. I am playing official, so don't mind that at all. There's so much lag. That's what I mean. So normally not this laggy, but for me, because I'm playing official, it's going to be a bit laggy. So we're going to risk it here for a chocolate biscuit, and that's it. That's literally all you've got to do. You feed him kibble, and he'll go straight into again. So you're just repeating this step over and over again. And there we go. So now we're just on the last beast, so you can see he's lovely. Now straight into sprint again. No, we didn't. And sprint, diagonal dive bomb. Super simple, super easy. Anyone can do it. There's no skill involved in this at all. And there we go. And that is your Umbra tamed. So you've tamed your Umbra, and you're wondering why you have no skills. So the only skill you'll get when you've tamed an Umbra is bite. So we're going to quickly go over the attacks of Umbra. Now, before we go into the attacks, I do want to mention, to get most of your attacks, now I believe you'll get bite, and I think that's probably about it. Most of every attack is locked behind the skill tree. Now, you're just going to have to fill out the skill tree to unlock attacks and movements. So like sprint, flight mode. You do have to unlock the dash claw again. So you're just going to have to sort of play around with the tree as much as possible and unlock and do what suits you. The one thing that I will always push to go towards is when you've got your high level Umbra and Lumina, you can eventually mate them. I'm very curious to see how this works, because these are technically two different creatures. Now, one is male, one is female, and you have to tame them separately. So I'm very intrigued in this. But yeah, it's a super simple thing. Come to the active skills, and it'll be a bit easier to grab the certain skill you're looking for. If you're looking for projectile burst or claw charge or the backflip, like, it's all here. I believe all the main stats are in the active skill bit. Now, to grab points, you've just basically got to use your Umbra or Lumina. It doesn't matter. Some of the challenges are just for Umbra, some of them are just for Lumina, some of them are for both. So just do those. You get your points, put them into the tree. You build yourself a really solid Lumina or Umbra. So just to quickly show off, we've got a too close. We've just got a normal bite. We've then got just a charged explosive. Then if you hold, so I've got to hold trigger instead of pressing. He's builds in, and he shoots out again, pretty much what the same as Lumina does. Just shoots a bunch of light projectiles. You've got Dragon Claw, which is just a swoop, which is really cool. So unfortunately, the video that I have using the final ability is unfortunately corrupted. So I'm just going to have to explain to you guys. So basically, when you shoot off a light projection, so just pressing left trigger on Xbox and PlayStation, um, you'll get the prompt to then use right bumper and I believe it's the left trigger, and you'll instantly teleport to the light protection you sent. Now, it does have a limited time before you cannot use it. So, definitely a cool move. I could definitely see it being used in different places. So, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.